Da, da, da.
Is anyone surprised?
Well, we've never seen Maru do this in his career, so this is... There it is, the second one.
Let's see what it's going to be, because there's actually a couple different builds.
Awesome esports done quick.
Yeah, I think it's probably just going to be 2x Reaper. TY was one of the... In fact, I believe TY was the guy who really figured out what is now the standard counter to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going to be Reaper 100%. No room for Tech Labs there. But yeah, making the 2 Reapers before switching up your tech and your base. We'll see if he can hold it, though. I mean, obviously Maru is really, really good at this.
Okay, obviously that is just adjacent to TY's main. Maru, in periods of his success, was known for doing stuff like this more often than making things in his base. I mean, we would joke about, of course, why would you make stuff in your base? If you could hide it, they don't know where it is, and they might not even know what it is that you're going for.
Double Proxy X Reaper, by the way.
Oh, wow. Oh, I like this.
These two need to fight.
He proxied his sign next to the other sign so he could attack it faster.
Oh my gosh. Now the other side, his sign is going to have a couple more SCVs and a slightly quicker factory, so I think it's going to be able to hold on. But yeah, okay, this is actually a sign of respect from Maru, by the way. Like, when he's playing against someone in TvT that he's actually can beat him, he actually pulls this out a lot. Like, remember when Keen was wrecking him? Yeah. He's like, okay, Keen, let's end this right now.
Yeah.
Then Maru went on to win at GSL that season.
Right.
Yeah, so
here come those Reapers now. And TY might suspect this is coming, but he doesn't obviously know for sure until right when they pop up there. Now, when you're doing a rush like this, you need to watch even the first few Reaper shots. How they connect and what they hit is huge. Okay, so the Reaper actually went down, so he could end up getting...
Oh, he's in so much trouble already.
Yeah, so he gets the shots off on this one. Because it was shot in air... Oh my god, it got away. Okay.
Yeah, he's throwing down that bunker now as well. You're going to have to pull some SCVs, I think, to help fight this. Second Reaper's on the way. He's trying to heal up his other Reaper.
Great control here by TY.
Yeah.
Bouncing his own Reaper off of that. Kind of funny.
Well, TY, you know, he's going to have 2 Reapers and a Hellion here very shortly, but that bunker coming up is scary.
Yeah, he needs to get the bunker set up over here.
But that's okay, because the bunker... Well, actually, I thought he was going to just kind of leave it there, but...
oh, he's doing such a good job with these grenades.
Yeah. Very well done.
Suddenly, Beyond's ghost face flashes on the screen.
Ghost face.
Like he's dead or something.
Yeah.
So, he's going to chase him out. Now, the Reaper is going to try to counterattack up here. We have Micro going on both fronts.
Yeah, really interesting that TY chose the counterattack strategy. Oh.
Misstep there.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a big misstep.
In theory, you can Micro this Reaper endlessly against the SCVs alone. But he has to make sure he's actually also taking care of the big threat of the proxy barracks next to him.
I mean, TY's just doing better, right? Right?
I think so. Look at that. That's the exact number you need.
Huh. Wasn't aware that was the exact number.
I thought, okay, now we know. So is he going to try to just go back on the map and try to attack in here? I mean, the bunker was canceled.
Yeah, he can't go back up right now, but you can... I mean, you can wait to jump in there again. You can grenade stuff that's coming down the ramp and stuff. You know, you still want to be somewhat active with these Reapers, I would say. You don't just sit with them at home, that's for sure. You don't build a bunker behind your mineral line and put your Reapers in it, tasteless. That's like the worst thing you could do with them. What?
Oh, hold on. He's okay. Now he's going to go in.
God.
He's going to go in. And again, we want to watch those grenades. The grenades make the math a little bit fuzzier. Oh my god. I think Maru might have just snowballed it. He just did this so perfectly. Really good usage of the grenades. Now there's a Cyclone coming.
Yeah, and he has Banshee, right? So the Banshee obviously a pretty big deal here.
He's going to try to dive in again. And remember, these can kill off a lot of SCVs here really quickly. The Cyclone is going to be the nail in the coffin for this rush. So let's see here. As the dust settles, it's what, 22 workers to 16. So TY's hurting, but not that badly. And here we see the phase of the rush where you lift one barracks off to spot and basically look inside their base and see what exactly they're doing, and you try to do the counterplay, and the other one usually goes back home.
Yeah, the second command center coming up for Maru. He is up in workers after all this, so that is an important thing to notice. Getting a turret as well. Oh my god. Gets more SCVs. That thing just got 4 SCVs.
That's so insane. But you got to be careful. You can't neglect that. In fact, he's going to... I love this.
He just did so well.
He's going to slip another one right in here. Now, hold on. TY's screen might be in the wrong spot.
That's so crazy. It really felt like it was held when, you know, he was out of the base for so long and everything.
Yeah.
But now TY has taken so much damage since then. Remember those good old days when he had like 2 Marines and 3 Hellions and there were no Reapers in his base?
Yeah, the
more
good old
SCVs?
days was 3 minutes ago, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a different time back then.
It really was. It was a time of TY. It was a time of Maru not winning another GSL.
This is
But here we are.
a tough moment here. Now, TY, I think, might try to come out here and have a few more swings at Maru. I love the way that Maru played this, too. We usually see the barracks go back a little bit more quickly, at least with the old Maru, but instead he has a small, slow drip of Reapers so that anytime TY tries to counterattack, especially when you consider how many of those SCVs were actually injured from the fight, they can come in there in 1-shot or 2-shot SCVs, and here we go again.
It's just, everything was so damaged.
You just got to see, where's he going to go?
Waiting for that, though.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Just run past
I'm not
him.
impressed with you.
Yeah, you jump up and you run past him. That's part of the strat. Then all those red and orange SCVs, you go kill them.
He gets another one.
God.
Okay, here we go. Attacking. He does deny the bunker from completing here.
All right, we're going to see a GG.
GG, there it is. Maru takes game 1. Really cool technique there.
Yeah, yeah. That was great. He really made that work when it seemed like it was pretty much at the end of its life.
Yeah.
Good job there on Maru.
Well, he's really completely mapped out all the different branches of that type of play.
Well, he thinks he has, but Byun right now, sitting in his barracks, wherever he's stationed in Korea, is watching that game and be like, oh, he doesn't even know, does he?
You remember that one game we casted where Byun had a unit bounce 3 times off of a mine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just juggle him.
I thought, isn't that like how you get an extra life in Mario? Like, does that mean he gets another chance here?
Yeah, Byun was pretty absurd.
Okay, so Thunderbird will be our map for game number 2. And Maru, after winning every GSL for a while, he's hungry to do it again. TY has been casting for us now that JYP is in the military service, so we're going to see how he can go. Oh, we're too late. We're just going to start. All right, go ahead.
Proxy racks is this time.
Jin Air Green Wings, Maru. Splice, TY.
It's got to be a frustrating game for TY in that last one because he really, he was beginning to hold the rush off, you know. It looked like he was going to be okay. But the surprise Reaper after Reaper after Reaper that came back in there really kind of messed him up. And then he was totally stable when the actual counterattack came. Maru was. So, but I don't think TY is going to be that phase. I think he can keep his head in the game here.
Yeah. He's not one to panic, that's for sure. That was really a lot of execution and some good tactical play as well from Maru. And TY wasn't able to hold on in that early portion of the game. I feel like as the game gets a bit longer, you know, maybe that's a place where TY can fight back a bit better, right?
Yeah. But cool play from Maru, just seizing total control of the game. I mean, that's a situation where TY has to respond and answer everything that Maru's doing. And so this time around, things are looking a lot more passive. And I was actually hoping to have at least one long game with these two guys.
Yeah. Well, this would be the map for it, right?
Right.
It's like mirrored builds at the moment.
And we're going to have to wait and see if and what the deviation is going to be here. I mean, there's still so many different directions you can take a game like this in.
But choosing the same for now, at least.
So, I'm still very interested in seeing how TY does in this GSL. Because let's say that, for instance, he got to the finals. Do you know how crazy the Korean stream would be? It's like the TY show. It's like he casts his own tournament that he wins.
Yeah.
He like sits there and talks about what's right and wrong with all the other players, and then he wins the whole thing.
That would be pretty sick.
That would be the most crazy thing ever. Now, I mean, I think that's... I would love to see that happen, but it's hard to imagine because of, you know, how time-consuming casting can be.
And wouldn't that be funny too? Because you know, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 play days if he makes it to the finals. So Sue would fill in 5 times for him, and people would really get a taste for
the number 2 caster there,
right?
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Then TY wins and then comes back and takes the casting spot that Sue thinks he's now maybe going to be able to do because TY's a champion. Yeah. Sorry, Sue.
The Korean stream is going crazy because Sue's casting is just not quite as good as TY's.
Yeah. He casts really well until the finals, then he just chokes. He just doesn't even know what's going on. He's like, I think it's going to be an immoral push. It's like, it's a TvT. What are you even talking about, Sue?
Yeah. So we both had experiences of this as we, were primarily players. This is much longer ago, but and then getting into casting. And I know we've both been in tournaments where we've had to play and cast. What was your experience of that, Artosis, when you had to do that?
It's hard.
It's really hard to get your head in the game doing both. And you don't do either as well, I think.
Yeah, I would say so.
I had one, it was at WCG. I think it was in Las Vegas. And it was the worst games of my life. It was just, there was no way. I had to wake up early, go into rehearsals, get ready, and then try to cast at the same time. It was terrible. So we've got TY's Hellions coming in here now, already getting 4 SCVs.
Yeah, and look at this. Maru's with Concussive Shell here. This is really an interesting build coming out of Maru.
Yeah, it's not exactly slowing down these SCVs from getting killed.
My God, that is some serious damage. But now you look at what this army is. But like, have you seen this before? The Marauders with Concussive Shells and a bunch of Hellions?
No, it's different.
I feel like I saw this in a TVP.
Well, Concussive Shells would be getting more popular, kind of popping up here and there. Especially depending on the unit composition. If you can slow down certain units, the fight can really go in a very different direction. So here come the Hellions now.
Yeah. Well, he's got that Raven there, which makes it a little bit scary.
Okay, it looks like he's actually going to get ready to preempt this drop, too. This is really good.
Well, do you think that Marine preempts 4 Hellions?
I thought there was more coming with that. Okay, there are the rest of the Marines.
No, he was setting them up and then turned them around.
The Marine looks behind his shoulder and says, guys. Okay, 6.
Yeah, not bad.
6 SCV kills.
Gets him back to parity on SCVs.
Cool little tactic. And behind that, Maru actually got his 3rd command center.
Banshee going to easily push these back for a bit.
Oh, there's a Viking.
Yeah,
here.
you actually didn't realize.
Yeah.
Like not so easily push
Viking
back.
flew in from another game and started shooting that. I gotta say, Maru always taking the time to initiate. Oh.
That was a cute move, but it cost him the medevac.
Yeah, but always taking the time to initiate. It's always the other player trying to defend and Maru coming in there swinging.
Yeah, very oftentimes.
Now, it looks like because TY took out the medevac, he realizes there's no real threat of a drop coming inside of his base, so he decides to push out. And let's remember that Maru is taking a very, very quick 3rd base. I think part of the idea of the strategy from Maru was to have this medevac flying around, keeping the Terran defending, so that this 3rd base wouldn't have to really be defended. It just would get ignored. But now this push is barreling towards Maru.
Yeah, he's trying to buy some time right now, getting a bunker up there. He's getting a siege tank out. He does have the 2 Ravens, so that could be critical to this. The Raven of TY, though, you can disable that siege tank and push it down.
Okay, here comes the Banshee now inside the main. I don't know if Maru's going to be ready for this. He might be very preoccupied getting ready to brace for the impact of this push. Here we go. The bunker just barely finishes in time, but siege tanks are in range of that bunker, and the Viking and the Raven can spot onto the high ground. Oh, wait, what?
3 kills.
3 kills, okay.
Yeah, backing out. Okay, busts through that bunker really, really quickly. Don't forget, he does have interference matrix here.
Oh, the Banshee is shot down.
Oh my God, just massive auto turrets all over the place. SCV's being pulled by Maru here. TY backing up down the ramp.
Yeah, it's almost, all the tanks are still remaining here. I think when push comes to shove, I think he's actually going to take this to Vikings land, but they're late and there's still 4 tanks set up.
Yeah, not much left here for Maru.
Oh my
really
God.
taking a huge amount of damage.
Wow, a lot of this coming down to the fact that medevac was shot down along with all the Hellions there. Nothing to keep TY pinned back at home. The Vikings now land here. Yeah, that's it.
That is definitely
GG.
It. All right, tied up 1-1.
Wow, I thought we were going to have long games, but I was wrong. Okay.
There's still time. Acropolis is our next map. This definitely could go longer.
Really good handling there by TY. But again, you see the idea of what Maru comes with in a TvT. He's really in your face.
Yeah. That was an interesting one, too, with the Marauders with the concussive shell and then just Hellion drops, threatening to push the front.
Yeah, I want to pick his brain a little bit with the Marauder concussive shell thing, because it was also weird.
It was neat.
The Marauder started getting shot down from the Banshee a little while back there. Kind of crazy the Banshee didn't do more damage, but ultimately the push was so strong, he just tore through there. Okay, one of these two players moves on to the round of 16. The other will go down to the final match of the day. I don't know what to expect. You think we're going to have another crazy fast game, Artosis, or can we get what we wanted, which was a long, drawn-out game with these two?
I think this one's going to be longer than the other two, at least.
All right, I got my fingers crossed. Game 3's ready. Let's go.
Never mind, Tasis. Take it back.
Yep, never mind. Spoiler alert. If you don't want the game spoiled there, don't listen to the last thing Artosis said.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's Luke Skywalker's dead! Dun, dun, dun.
He just never stops, does he?
Yeah. He's addicted to the proxy. Some of you people watching at home have probably been addicted to proxies too, right? Oh, I can play a macro game fine. No, I know how to do it. Yeah. But every time,
this is just more fun.
You just see your mouse cursor clicking an SCV a little bit too soon. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just going to make this in the middle of the map. That way it's closer to where my opponent is.
Yeah. So the barracks are reasonably far out there. Not going to be very scoutable. Love to see where those barracks are right now. Okay. Cool positions, even if SCV comes up and he makes maximum obstructions for the SCV to chase the building SCVs.
Or he might think it's 4 gas geysers, you know, if he's not paying attention.
He's not paying attention. It's like, why is he taking gas over here? There must be a command center nearby.
I should
he must be
expand
going
here later.
Yeah. Oh, that gas geyser, I get you. Thought it was like he was building gas geysers.
Okay.
So this was barracks first instead of gas first from TY.
Right.
Makes a bit of a difference. His SCV is going to scout in time. That the SCV scout is actually really crucial here, because when he gets up there, he's going to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that means that he can prepare for these Reapers incoming.
Now the shape of this map, you can basically, depending on the setup, hold your ramp and hold this ledge to the right of that. Whereas in some of these rushes, you know, they're coming in almost from behind. I guess from the opposite side of your base. So we see the bunker getting thrown down here.
Yeah.
And I might be mistaken, but I feel like this could run into a wall pretty quickly.
Well,
again, first Reaper shot, very important.
Yeah, he's making 2 bunkers. And, I mean, once he has units in both of them, that definitely makes it very hard to do anything with the Reapers. But I feel like you can, as Maru's seen those 2 bunkers, if this just isn't going to work, you can just go further with your tech, right? You don't have to kill him with these Reapers right away. He is spending a lot to defend.
That's one thing that Maru's really shown, is that these rushes are not as risky as we, you know, traditionally, conventionally thought they were, in fact. So, yep, you can see it sort of signals the end of the heavy part of the rush. He lifts the barracks. Yeah. And this is what makes this attack so scary, is the barracks comes in there and peeks at what TY is doing, whereas TY is still somewhat in the dark here as far as what Maru's next intentions are. Yeah,
and I wasn't paying super close attention to the SCV of TY that was on the map, but Maru's SCV was behind it for a little bit. And I was just wondering, because TY's counter to this type of thing used to be to proxy Starport and just fly a Liberator into your base.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just... with the SCV following for that long, obviously that's not something that he can pull off.
Okay, he just gets in there. He had the magic ticket that just let him in. Got in a chocolate bar. He just roams right in there. Right on, if you like my Willy Wonka Joker toast.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Oh, is he going to get the block
Super
off?
cute.
That's an old school strat.
Yeah.
A little tactic there if you can block that off. There's a racetrack down here.
No, that's just a highway. Racetracks don't have manhole covers, Tasteless. That would be a terrible idea, wouldn't it?
All right, Raven Tech for TY.
Starts that cloak.
Yeah.
Try to fool him a little bit.
Yeah.
And kill off that before he actually sees what's coming out.
Expect that cloak to be canceled. There it is.
Yep. Nice little mind game there by TY.
Do you think at this level with these two guys, you should always try to do that, or is there?
Yeah. There's no reason not
there
to do that.
Yeah.
It's just
to create a little bit of ambiguity.
Yeah. because, you know, he could get Cloak. There's not like some magic rule saying you can't get Cloak, so you have to take it somewhat seriously at least. You can call his bluff, but that might bite you in the butt later on. Of course, when you're going for a Raven build anyways, it's not as scary. But it might set you up in a more defensive posture.
And so we have both players tacking towards that Raven. And I think it might slow down a little bit from here. You know, the way they both got their... Oh, well, hold on, actually. There's a possibility you could have a counterattack here. Maru's going to try to come out again. Any unit he can spray down right away, especially with these Cyclones, is going to be pretty handy.
A little bit of harassment and scouting here by TY.
God, these Reapers can be so annoying.
Yeah, they really can.
Really shows you just how much faster they are than everything else that starts out in this game. Now, is he going to try to push again here? Remember, guys, the game that TY won, TY basically shot down the linchpin unit in the strategy, which was the medevac, that was actually keeping him back, and then did the damage. But every game, basically, Maru was relying on his multitasking and his ability to attack and make good tactical decisions. This time around, we see Maru again combing the map to try to take out stray units.
Yeah.
He wants the map to be dark. He wants scans to be spent instead of mules. Little ways to try to edge out a lead here. Now, hold on.
I love the lead with the Marine, by the way. Uses a lock-on.
So many mini-games going on here.
I feel like right here, I don't think that TY is going to really advance too much more. Throws down his third command center behind this as well. But this is hard to break through with that little army. Like, eventually you can, but he's getting damage every single time with these Cyclones.
He's got to be careful. He has to make sure he edges away as the siege tanks siege up. And what Maru's making TY do is TY has to do all the heavy lifting to get across the map. Already preempted the Raven that was going to come in there and chuck auto turrets down. But TY is getting closer and closer. The question really is, what kind of army has Maru mustered while he bought all this extra time? Oh.
Yeah, has definitely a decent amount of siege tanks. Look at this, though. The Raven comes in as he knows that Maru's likely to pull the units back for defensive purposes.
Is he going to throw another one down here? No, he decides to save it.
I like that he doesn't. This is actually causing a lot of lost mining time, whereas if you throw another one down, he just runs the SCVs again.
It's like the Raven picks the turret up like it's a war prism. Okay, now this Raven's going to be shot down here. Now this is a bit of a commitment.
Wow. Gets the Viking.
Yeah. Oh, and here come two more.
Oh, he's going to get stabbed.
No! That's so sick.
He's such a
Oh my god, he's so good.
That is so crazy.
That's so smart.
I've never seen
that. But it's like so obvious now that we've seen it. Like, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course you go 3 Ravens and kill them.
I feel like we're all collectively watching this like cavemen that just discovered about fire.
Yeah.
Okay? And how to make it.
Yeah. It's a big move.
Of course.
Silly us.
How are you going to win a TvT if they have stim and you don't?
Can you believe I've lived my whole life not doing that?
We were driving cars that had squares for wheels until now. Until TY showed us what a circle was.
I know.
What a true wheel was.
We haven't been drinking clean water.
We haven't been drinking clean water. We have parasites and brain damage, and then he just showed us a bottle of Evian.
Yeah. My God.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? That's Fiji water right there.
Yeah.
And I've been drinking water that has like brown.
I've been drinking brown water.
Can you even believe that?
There's like eggs in there and stuff.
TY just looks at us. He's like, I'm just going to live longer than you. Don't drink dirty water. And I'm like, what? I'm thirsty. And then I get my hands and knees and drink from a puddle.
And I say, thanks, TY. And I smile and all my teeth have rotted out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
We've been drinking dirty water this whole time.
We're such cavemen next to him.
How did somebody not come up with that? It's so obvious. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Look, he can come over there again. I guess that's actually a pretty... Oh, hold on.
What?
All right.
It doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Now land the Vikings and get the stim upgrade.
There's something wrong with the TV, Mom. Static everywhere.
Get that stim upgrade.
Get it. Uh-oh. Now he's going to lose this game. Well, clean water wasn't everything. He can edge that forward a little bit and get that, right?
Nah, he's pretty much at max range there. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, but he keeps getting that add-on.
All right, well, Stim has been achieved.
He should have made more Vikings to land to try to get that Stim upgrade again.
Yeah.
TY's been drinking dirty water now, too. He thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now he goes for the drop. A Stim upgrade's done, TY. I don't even know why you're doing this.
Okay, well, now Maru wins the game anyways, I guess. No, I don't know. I mean, hold on. He's got a long ways to go. I still can't believe that auto-turreting down the tech lab. That's so cool. Now, here comes the big attack. There's, I believe it's just tanks down there, right?
Yeah, 3 tanks.
Okay.
So, splatters these Marines pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, well, this is not going to quite cut it. There's a Liberator over the tanks.
Oh, my God. So much damage. So these few attacks, TY, I mean, he's gotten some SCVs for sure. He's pushed away those tanks.
He's going to get the CC.
Is he going to kill that?
No, he's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like TY was showing us the greatest thing ever, but he wasn't quite able to come in here and close it out, you know? You do have that window of time where you have Stim, they don't. You have so much more DPS with Stim versus Marines without Stim.
Okay, let's try to figure out where these guys are at in this game.
Yeah. I feel totally off my footing here.
Yeah, no, me
After
too.
we saw that move, he's like, maybe that's also Stim. All right.
Doesn't quite stop it.
This is a story of upgrades. Now, behind this, Maru's actually taken a third base. He did finally land that CC that nearly died. Another scan over here. Maru has not given up on trying to find a good position, but it seems like Maru really has pushed TY back quite a considerable amount.
Yeah.
We see a sensor tower now being thrown down as Maru is really beginning to stabilize after what was a pretty action-packed, push there by TY.
Yeah. And, well, Maru has a lot of decent things going for him, right? They both have 2-2 lined up really well. The second factory is coming up for Maru. I didn't notice if TY actually cut it yet, but both of them on 4 bases now. TY has had the SCV lead for a bit, but he gave up some of his army advantage to get that, if you recall.
Yeah.
I like the air dominance from Maru. That's something that's going to make it so, like, really he's not going to die, and they scale pretty darn well going in the later game, but TY is keen on that. He's making 2 starports and starting his Viking production as well.
Especially when you have that kind of air dominance. Oh, hold on. We have a big Stim attack coming up here. Now Maru needs to back up. Just gets out of range of the siege tanks. Nicely done.
Yeah, now he's just kind of lightly containing here. He's got the watchtower, got some spread out units, holding some high ground positions. This is I really like this from TY, keeping this map control while he switches his tech up. So he's getting oh, look at that. Okay, so he's getting a fusion core. So he's going to start utilizing some liberators to push through, but you have to have the Viking advantage to utilize the liberators. You have to win the Viking battle, basically, because guess what? Siege liberators don't beat Vikings. Unsieged ones either.
Okay, scan over here. He's got to be careful. You do not want to lose too many of those medevacs. Got to be very...
He's not going to be producing many more either.
Right,
so
right.
He really does need to get into his
Vikings.
Vikings.
There's this Vikings arm race that's occurring here. Well, I think things have really calmed down here as far as offense from TY. I think TY is starting to realize, okay, he's actually starting to run into a wall here. And it's becoming diminishing returns. And so behind this, he begins to mass up a serious air army here.
Yeah.
Now, I think Maru's actually pushing out, or at least it looks like he is. Now, that's enough. If he can drop somewhere and start to really do damage, it's going to be a real headache. But he's got to be careful to not run into that Viking amount. Okay, here we go. Beautifully done.
That's really true. He has a much bigger Marine count at the moment.
Right.
Look at this. Ravens coming out. Corvid reactor as well. We're going to get into one of those games, Tasteless. One of those games.
Well, we got what we asked for.
Yeah.
One
nice
long dramatic TvT with these two.
Yeah, it really looks like it's going to get very long. I think there's a little window here where it could get shorter, but we'll see. Yeah, with this many siege tanks, and now he's showing his air army. So this is going to become quite a positional battle, and I think that this is something that TY, in my opinion, is as good as Maru at, if not even better. So this is exciting to see.
TY beginning to fly out here, spraying down some of those medevacs.
Yeah, he's up by 4 Vikings right now. But don't forget, the Ravens that Maru's making really can pay off in the long term.
Well, look at this drop down here. Well, it's not a drop, but it could be a drop very soon. He might be able to slip into that bottom base at 6 o'clock and start to really do damage. TY still has a pretty long journey to get all the way to these bases over here.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Now,
oh my gosh.
This is actually...
That could be some big kills.
Yeah. He's going to stem.
Yeah, he's just going to cancel with that.
And he's going to go ahead and avoid the planetary.
Okay, going to try to push in here. He does have the Liberators to set up.
Okay, here come all those Vikings now.
Oh my god. Yeah, the Vikings of Maru should be able to win this easily. Ravens really paying off now.
Oh my god, an attack here from behind. Maru is a god. Look at this.
Landing anti-armor missiled Vikings to fight against 3-3 Marines.
Yeah, that's not going to
fly. Very similar to the Ultralisk versus landed Viking.
Okay, TY is not letting up, though. He's once again regrouped. He's going to try to push out here, but that was a lot of tanks that were killed there for TY. Yeah. I don't know what the tank count is overall right now, but it has to be a lead here for Maru.
Yeah. I think that Maru is kind of leading all over the place right now as far as the army goes. He's got that air advantage for sure, and I believe he has the siege tank advantage. Okay, yeah, finally the count. Oh, the siege tanks are actually very, very close, but 15 Vikings against 5. And TY is actually making a couple medevacs right now, so maybe we'll see him try to do a little bit of harassment as well.
Here comes TY up through the middle. Again, note the sensor tower placement. It's a lot harder for him to edge in with any kind of surprises. By the way, we have plenty more command centers being thrown down here for Maru.
Oh, yeah. We're getting to that point in the game.
Yeah.
Mules and scans become quite, well, I think scans almost more than anything. You got to just keep scanning where your opponent is and positioning your tanks and Vikings correctly.
And this little attack over here, oh my god, is he going to go in there and get it?
Might wait for a finish even, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's better to just go get rid of it now.
But I appreciate the idea of letting it finish.
Sure.
I don't know if it's... Okay, no, he just
At this point in the game, it's, you know, minus 100, minus 400. I don't think it's the biggest of differences. But letting him get another base certainly is.
I'm a little bit surprised TY is still trying to come around here with tanks. Yeah. There's more than enough Ravens to disable every tank, and there's more tanks here for Maru. So in other words, you will never get in there.
Well, I guess when you get maxed with this many units, maybe he's looking at it and saying, oh, his ground army can't really do anything. This is all positional for him. So, you know, he can gain a little bit of value with the Marines.
Battle cruisers.
Yes.
Hell yes.
We're really going for that air Terran. Now Terran gets to feel what that's like, having the battle cruisers all over the place, mottoing everything.
These units are ridiculous. Well, Maru's pretty tactfully actually come in there and denied that upper right base. And here comes those auto turrets, just looking for any tech labs with stim making.
Yeah, Maru's very lucky he wasn't upgrading stim down there in 18 minutes.
This game would have been over. And Maru's actually trying to stretch out to the lower left side here. He hasn't actually sent any SCVs there. That command center's kind of marooned over there until this actual attack has been cleaned up. There it is again, disabling on the tank.
Ooh, nice volley there.
Maru has more air here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like...
And now, I mean, you just have to run from that. It says Liberators. Why use a Liberator to clear the tanks?
Yeah.
You can have a BC. I don't have to siege that at all.
Vehicle Weapons 3 is going to finish up here. There might be an opening up here.
Yeah, his ground army is very small, so TY trying to punish that right now with his Marines. How small is the ground army of Maru? He's got 22 Marines and 7 tanks. It's not that small, I guess. Like,
it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, Maru's just trying to keep that little group of Marines hidden up there in the upper right. That's the one spot that his army really can't push into that easily. And I love plays like this. Just stimming in here. Can he get that CC in time?
It's nice. Slows him down.
Yeah, look at that. Another base that TY didn't get to take there.
Certainly going to wreck those now. Retake that gas, retake that base as well. The BC's starting to roam the map a little bit.
Do we have, okay, that's...
Now, don't forget, you can disable these so they can't jump.
Yep, and here we have it.
Yeah, he's trying to guarantee kills on both here. Beautifully done. Good punish there on the BCs.
Nice disables again. This is becoming a real war of attrition here. This is brutal. Another opening here. Both players are about to have Yamato Cannon finish up. Targeting on this on the planetary, but this is a pretty good save.
This is a very cool game.
Yeah, now this is where we're getting to the point where neither of the players are going to have an easy time really keeping these bases that are on the exterior here.
And with both of them going BCs, it's getting so silly, right? Because the Ravens can actually counter the BCs reasonably heavily, but if you go too much Viking Raven,
yeah,
then suddenly like ground units can beat you, right?
Right.
So you still kind of need like the BCs or tanks or something like that.
We're also in this phase where there might be big rotations of what units are going to be important here. Like after a big fight. Yeah. Okay, he once again slips in here. You know, there's certain spots where you can just get Marines behind the minerals, so even if there's a planetary there, the planetary doesn't really play any role. The Marines can still shoot the workers.
Right now, as far as air armies go, it's very, very close. Like, there's 3 more Vikings for Maru, but there's 3 more Ravens for TY. Pushing with his BCs over here now.
BC's pushing down here. SCV's not repairing these turrets. Here comes the big attack now from the bottom.
Yeah, but he's going to lose these. I mean, look at that. 2 of the BCs go down. Oh my god, he gets an anti-armor miss off. Huge! Bunch of turrets coming down.
Big victory there for TY, who can now send his BCs over here. Yeah. Oh, and he's actually getting his command center up here.
Yeah, really nice, actually. We'll end up killing this planetary.
And TY is still keeping the bottom here as well.
Ooh, lands his Vikings.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
He wants to walk in over here.
Waddling.
And then if they lift up Artosis, you know what he's going to do.
Oh, man. Good thing planetaries can't fly.
Here he comes.
Well, now you got to do the jump up and down until he figures out to lift only half of them.
Land it, quick, land it! Oh. Okay, meanwhile, TY jumping away with 2 of those battle cruisers. Oh, he might be able to buy enough time to actually just jump out of here. Cover me!
Oh, yeah, he can jump. So not quite able to finish this off.
This is the TY show now.
Yeah, it really it seems that way. He's just kind of outplaying him in this.
This is the tournament I cast and also win. And show you guys strategies you've never seen.
Well, I feel like Maru has been slightly more aggressive with his BCs, and you just have to be so careful at that. Look at the BC count now. Maru does not have Ravens, so thus cannot really counter BCs.
Yeah,
right? As long as you don't engage without the jump, you get out. So Maru is getting stretched a little bit thin now. TY's bank going up faster, his army better. More SCVs.
Oh, he might want to try to pick another fight over here. I think some of these angles he's coming at from the air army is also very important as well. Okay, he scans, he sees that. Meanwhile, oh my god, he has so many battle cruisers. That's because all 4 of those were able to jump away.
Yeah.
Another CC bites the dust here from Maru.
Yeah, being down in the BCs and the Ravens is so brutal here for Maru. Seeing that all these bases are being taken.
Okay, another push down here. This base is fairly naked. I don't think there's... Yeah, he might just have to sack this one. Oh, here come the BCs.
Hey, so do they have like a ridiculous amount of sensor towers, or do I just have floaters in the bottom left of my eyes?
No, they've got quite a bit. Is this... Hold on. Is
Look at that
coming up.
jump.
Oh! Warps it from behind. This is insane.
And then he jumps out so that the Yamatos don't land. Kind of a beautiful move there.
Oh my god, I'm loving this.
Yeah, TY though coming in with so much.
The BCs are all so low on HP. The Vikings still coming through though.
Oh my god, this is madness right now.
If this was a movie, we would have broken the budget with this.
So you want all the BCs to die?
Yeah, how many BCs?
You're using all the jumps offensively here. Really?
Well, look at the supply difference here. That's the real story. 106 to 162.
Oh, there was some beautiful tactical moves right there.
Well, this is the most insane game ever.
Yeah. Or it seems like this is the end, though.
Let's go get tattoos of the Raven shooting down the with the auto turrets, the tech labs, okay?
All right. Look at this now, the disabled
Let's never
PCs.
forget this. And then it's great.
Look at them
gameplay.
chasing. They're disabled. They're like, no, we're going to get you.
That's not disabled. That's rabies foam coming out of their mouths. Yeah. Oh, my God. TY just beat Maru in a best of 3. And, I mean, the game is not...
Might be the best playing commentator.
Yeah. It could be.
It's possible.
I can't even believe how well he's played here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, maybe there's a chance for Maru to come back, but economically, he is really hurting here.
He's back at Marine Tank. He's back at Step 1 right now.
He's back in the Stone Age here.
Yeah. Look at this, 4 medevacs, 10 Marines. I think that this is the correct move, too. When you've reduced the banks and reduced the quality of the army, suddenly mobility can be very important once again.
Look at TY's patience here. He's not going to overextend. Mm-hmm. He knows he basically got the upper hand in the units that matter the most. So now he needs to go back and just get ready for another killing blow. Because right now, Maru needs to get something on the map. TY has much more of the map.
Yeah. Well, hopefully for Maru's sake, he can actually get out there and do some damage as well. He's got a bigger Marine force.
That's true. Like, sometimes with a lot of Marines, you can just get the right angle and get the stem going.
And look, I mean, that's a lot of Marines. Maybe he can get in here and bust something up. Ooh, really great anti-armor missile.
Looks like he wants to try to loop back around to the bottom here. He's going to try to edge in with a few more tanks and get him up in siege mode to where the Marines can't really engage.
All right, TY trying to push through.
Now the Vikings might be able to come in here and split off these medevacs. And this is TY setting up for the killing blow.
Yeah.
Maru needs to hold this off, where this game should end. And he can easily Yamato down these tanks. There's just nothing they can do.
All right, the other BC coming in for his own Yamato there. Doesn't quite get it. Well, the anti-armor missile's doing a great job here as well. Maru's got to make a move. He's got no time left here.
I don't know if he can recover from this.
Yeah, okay, here he
trying
goes.
to come in, but even without the tanks all siege up, it doesn't matter.